Okay, guys. Well, with that being said, I mean honestly, I talked to Mr. Kuga a couple times. He called me. He was homesick, and I was very proud of him. I'm gonna get a little choked up, but no, really seriously, he did something that really made him grow up over the summer. Not very many kids will go without their families to Europe and go experience things like that. And when I talked to him, I said, man, I hope you're taking lots of pictures, taking lots of notes. You can come and tell our kids what dedication and what commitment means. Because these kids he was playing with, he told me were, oh man, let's get the World Cup right now. So that's how good and valuable those players were that he was associated with. So, to be honest with you, I think it's a great experience. I hope all of you can get that opportunity, and I will definitely push it so you guys do get that. So tell us about what happened, or how you got there, what happened, and all about the program. Go ahead, you got the floor. Well, you can just say what you got there.
I know. Well, it was just different. Learned a lot of discipline, and well, it was just a lot of discipline that I learned. Something I want to tell you guys with the team. I know we have a solid team. Looking at all of you guys, and I know a lot of you guys came to the pros actually and do something in your life.
So what was tournaments like? How many tournaments did you go to? How many games did you play?
We played in the knockout round. We lost in the first round. But we made it past the group, first place.
How many planes? How many trains?
Trains, 2 sessions a day.
Trainings?
Trainings a day. 2.
How many hotels?
0.
Where did you sleep?
School. The school. So yeah.
Alright.
It was physical stuff.
What was your favorite part?
Having the experience to be there in a new country.
Did it open your eyes?
A lot. So yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Mauricio.
Thank you, Mr. Now, we are really proud of Mauricio for going with us and representing Sheridan. His name will be brought up in the Sheridan News, and then also the board members already know. And Dr. Miles is very proud of him, and he'll be talking to the whole student body here very soon about his experiences over there. So, great job. Now it gives me a great opportunity to introduce Coach Prichard. I'm very excited about our selection, about getting Coach Prichard. I was very fortunate to get an email from his assistant that showed me all of his credentials, and I was excited. So he's got a major experience with club level, several age groups, and actually for Mr. Prichard, this is his next step. And I think he's going to stop at the high school level? No. I see this guy being a collegiate coach. I really do. I mean, just by his organization and some of the communication he's given me over the summer, I feel we've got an excellent coach here. And I know a lot of parents are concerned about what happened last year. I don't see that happening this year. So we will be definitely there. I will be there. And anything we can do to keep this program going. The only thing I ask for these boys is that, guys, don't quit. Stay committed. Work together. We'll get through this season. We might even win this season. Let's go. All right? So with that, Coach Prichard.
Yes, thank you, Les. I'm really glad to be here. And I'm recording this team meeting for any parents who weren't able to make it, because this is the most important piece of getting our team started. I don't know if any of you have really been on the type of team that Mauricio has just recently experienced, but that's what we're going to go ahead and try to create for ourselves today. And it's only with each one of you that we can make that happen, including the parents, because until you're emancipated or until you're independent or on your own, you're still under the custodians of your parents. And so they play a role in your everyday life, whether you like it or not. And that's why I called you here today. That's why this is a mandatory team meeting. and there's going to be a quiz to make sure that you watch this. I'm going to embed an answer to a question, and I'm going to ask you to make sure you are able to answer that question so that I know you watched it. Because even if you're not here, you can still communicate as if you were after you watch this, and that's what's important to me, is that everyone gets an equal voice. I'm just a custodian as your coach, and I'm compensated by the city of Sheridan and the school here to enrich your experience. I can only organize things and plan things and give them to you. You have to tell me what it is you want me to give you. So far, we've just been doing this independently without any communication at all. I showed up, I said, here's practice, let's go. You showed up, you said, okay, I'll play, I guess, until I don't want to, or until I don't want to show up. So, I thought this was a good time to express our wants, our needs, our desires, maybe our frustrations from last season. And so we can recognize those, identify maybe those are something we don't want to experience anymore, and just forget about them and move forward. So we've got a lot to cover today. One of them is that planning piece, that organizing piece. That's what I call your playbook. Are there plays in there? Yeah, maybe a couple, but that's really not what it is. This is your moving, living, breathing document that you put together along with me that expresses the type of season that you want. And so that's what we're here to go over today. The overview is going to be what is the mission and vision we have. We're going to create that right now. What are the team goals? What are the individual goals? We're going to go over that. We're going to come up with a strategy, a technique, talk about our practice, field positions, formations. I do actually a lot of set plays, and I love set plays. I watched the whole World Cup, and I didn't see as many good set plays as I thought could have been taking place. I saw a lot of, guys standing around and some movement after the ball. But I didn't see very much deception on those set plays as I thought I could have. Then personal preparation practices. This is huge for me. Some of you already experienced my 1 gallon a day personal preparation practice. Hydration is key to athletic performance. And you might be dragging along thinking, practice is so hard, coach is so mean. And it was just that you didn't drink your water today. Could that be true? Yeah, probably. Okay. And then our game schedule. So, first off, I took a lot of this from the high school coach at Boulder. His name's Prichard, and he's won the state championship more than any other high school, and he's won the national championship 5 times. Well, he's been there for 13 years. My goal is that Hardy brings his team down to play us at our preseason scrimmage next year. Well, next year, yeah. His mission, what he pushes, is love and effort. He says, if you can love yourself, if you can love your teammate, if you can love this sport, then you can throw more effort into it, because it's giving you as much as you're giving it. And the vision he has is to play like an elite athlete, a team of dangerous warriors who understand the rules and demonstrate them on game day with smiles on our faces. So we can change that if we want. And I think for the appreciation of time involved, we can use the band app to modify this on a democratic basis. Okay, so if we say somebody says, Coach, I think we should change it to this, we'll go ahead and put it out to a vote and say, yeah, okay, then let's change it. But for right now, I just put something in place. I don't want today to take forever, but I do want to put something up that is a direction, a clear arrow for us to go towards. Anybody have any comments there on our mission or our vision? So far, so good? Great. Team goals. This is where we do get to put up what we want to accomplish this year. I've only got 4 rules, and I'm going to write them down over here. But rules aren't goals, so I'll save that till later. Everybody got my number down? Please put it in your phone and shoot me a text with your name. We're going to go on a group text as well as send you invitation to our app where you can see everything we're doing and our schedule. You can get reminders and that kind of thing. Anybody? This is popcorn style. Give me some goals. What do we want?
Make a mistake. That's first round.
What would be an improvement over last year? Playoffs.
Third round.
All right.
Concede less goals.
Concede less goals.
Score more goals. Not get scored on.
All right.
Bro.
5 plus, how about?
You got horrible goals.
Yeah. Nah, we need at least all.
Actually, have the ball in the street.
Demonstrate possession.
Yes. Yes. Actually, play defense.
As a team. You want to learn how to play? You would say you want to learn how to play zone defense.
Yes. If we're down, don't get mad. That's a big one. Communicate.
Communicate.
Talk during the game, yes. I talk about that. Wait, don't get mad. Don't get mad.
Build character. Any comments from the Parents Peanut Gallery? Any goals for your sons?
Wait, don't get mad if we get scored on.
That was Robert, yeah.
But still, we all kind of like put our heads down.
After that, no, I think I'm good.
Show up to practice.
Yeah, show up to practice.
Show up to practice.
Yes.
Even if it's in the morning, it doesn't matter. Anytime you show up. Anytime you show up.
All right, can I get a show of hands of everybody who's agreeing? Wait. Okay. Who's that guy? Oh, Felipe. Okay, so it's recorded. Everybody's. Wait. Okay. Who's that guy? That's what they want, right? Okay, that's the easy part, right? What are you willing to pay to get your goals? What are you going to pay? Hard work ahead?
Get more sleep. Effort.
Extra sleep? Commitment? What else?
Teamwork. Dedication.
Dedication.
Effort.
Effort. How much effort?
Every time you are, so that next time you will be better.
Ivan, yesterday at practice, you ran the fastest mile run you've ever run in your life. That's harder than you've ever given as much effort. I'm pretty much sure that you've never given more effort in your entire life than you did yesterday in that mile run. I can see it in your eyes. And it takes that much effort every day. Every day. It really does. Can you give it? Are you willing to pay it?
Yeah.
Why not? What else you got to lose, right? You're just gonna let the day be mediocre? That's the kind of effort we want at practice. If you want to get this, that's what you have to pay. Because those guys around you that were running faster than you last week decided they weren't willing to give as much effort. All right, good. Well, just know, this is the easy part, to put them up on the board. If you want to keep throwing darts at this board, you got to pay to get more darts. Good. That is going to see, you're going to see me put that right in here in this document. So that you know what they are every day. Team strategy. Again, this is up to being changed. Ball doesn't care how old you are or what happened earlier today. The ball just wants to get shared and played. We approach the game with love of this legacy, the sport of soccer, love of one another, love of self, and with an attitude of servitude. By playing the game from a place of love, we get the opportunity to showcase how much we love one another on game day. Leadership soccer says that everyone is a leader when they have the ball. Just like a good business. This is my identification that in the real life, everyone is getting the chance to be a leader. Identifying when you're a leader is just like when you get the ball at your feet. That's what good leaders do. They make good decisions. Leadership soccer players encourage their teammates. They thrive on hard work. They take time to themselves to cultivate a daily personal practice because leaders come prepared. They think ahead. They contribute their time, their talent, their energy, their effort, their creativity, their ingenuity, their intelligence to the team with an attitude of servitude. You're artists, and your brush is how you show up. Technique. So I just took the list. Any of you have played blanket defense, man, zone, speeding up the attack, controlling the midfield? These are all practice sessions, and we're going to go, we definitely have 17 days of practice. We're going to go over each one of them. We've already gone over this one. Passing, receiving, that was this week already.
We did moves last week.
Moves. Yeah, you get the picture. I went ahead and I put in practice themes. Like, you can look through all this if you want, but if you want to be a coach someday, I figured this is everything I work from. I had a lot of coaches growing up. I was really lucky because I got to learn from each one of my coaches. I took a little something from each one. Today you saw it at the pool. That was kind of fun. It was also pretty hard on your legs. And it was a good team building exercise. I like having fun when I'm with my team. I hope you do too. Partner stretching. Speed workouts, agility workouts, possession number 1, 2, and 3, passing 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, attacking 1, 2, 3, workouts, field positions. What? What kind of field positions are you going to play? Study them because they're different. Your activities are different when you play defensive right versus middle right. Or if you're the defensive middle center compared to the shadow striker, the attacking middle center. The more you know about the game, the more intelligent you'll be around the ball, the better position you'll be in, the right place at the right time. Here's the formation. They're all numbered. Another formation. Here's a flat 4-4-2, 3-3-4, 2-2, whatever, I don't know. Edward!
The top. That's what we should do, man.
Hey, if we don't want to get scored on, right?
Yeah.
Just condense the backfield. Know your vocabulary. Lead passes, give and go passes, drop, overlap, set plays. Well, this is a few set plays we haven't gone over yet, but you're going to call something on the field. Your team's going to know what that means. The other team's going to be like, uh-oh, what's coming up next? It's intimidating the other team. It's actually considered mental warfare because you're getting in their head. Here's fast footwork in the feint library. You might want to know this if you're an attacker. Each one of these, we're going to go over all of them. Okay, so here's some tactics and some play calling in code. When we're out in the field and we say, "What's for dinner?"
Steak.
It's going to be a defending mentality or an attacking mentality. D1 versus A1. What's for dinner? A1. The other team's not going to know what our team's going to, but we are. When we're focusing our passing, we may be noticing for other things on the sideline, and we need to change it. We need to communicate with everyone. There'll be a practice where I help you remember these. So it's in the playbook if you want to study it. Play calls, that's an example of it. Personal preparation practices. Went over this earlier. Before a game, you can prepare yourself to the best of your ability. Some people don't think about soccer until they show up, and they don't think about it again until they show up again. Really good soccer players never stop thinking about it. And when you prepare yourself for a game, the best thing is, to hydrate yourself. Drink a gallon of water before the game starts. Get plenty of sleep. Get a good dinner in you, right? Go to bed early. And then spend the time before you fall asleep visualizing your performance the next day. We're going to go over this as a group. We're going to visualize ourselves playing on the field. The more mental rehearsal you put in, the better you'll notice every single time you play, you're able to up-level your game. I didn't learn this till late in my athletic career, and I wished I would have had a coach tell me early on that there was a tool I could have used. Something that the Russians implemented on the United States in the 90s before we had exposure to Eastern techniques. They took over the medal count early on because their athletes were using mental training instead of just beating themselves to death with physical training. So you take that personal practice to yourself on a new level and you visualize great things happening. You visualize the ball coming to you and kicking the ball in creative ways. And this is a note from Will Smith, and it looks like it's canceled. But Will says to fail early, fail often, fail fast, and fail forward. You may feel like you're making mistakes. In fact, I'm designing your practice so that you fail. I want you to fail every single day. And I want you to get up again and again and again. Continuously, over and over and over again. Knowing that when you fall down, it's just another opportunity to learn. Knowing that when the U19 ODP women's team puts a feint move on you, they teach you something. And that you learn and you attempt that same feint move back on them in the very next play. It's next week. This is my coaching philosophy, and it does evolve. I see student athletes as individuals. I coach the team, and I coach individuals. Before our first game, I'm going to call each one of you on the telephone, and we're going to go over your personal preparation practice. We're going to make sure you've got everything you need, and I'm going to take that opportunity to coach with you one-on-one, because I'm looking for every advantage I can to develop you as a player. Not just in a team group type of a situation. I know that I can get more out of you if we work one-on-one. I'm the same way. I relate to you with empathy and respect. I encourage you and have the courage to be the best version, you to be the best version of yourself, to model and teach love, effort, appreciation, responsibility, and humility. A good soccer team is like a good business. This is what you missed if you didn't come to two-a-days. We met at 6 in the morning, and then we met again at 6 at night, and we had two-hour workouts. And at about day 3, those of you that kept participating noticed that your body was going through a big transition. Your muscles were maxed out, and it wasn't fun any longer to play soccer. And that's the brick wall that we need to present ourselves with if we want to break through to the other side. So some of you that weren't here, you still haven't experienced that third day, and I hope that by tomorrow, you get a little taste. Here's some important dates. Show out the tryouts, and then we had a few more trickle in after that. So we actually have a squad of, there was like 16 in the racquetball court today. So I think there's actually 17 or maybe even 18 people total. Right. So this is one thing I scheduled, and it's called the Ram Jam. It's a jamboree. I called all the coaches in a 5-mile radius, and they were like, "Sorry, new guy, we're already booked." And I was like, "Okay, we'll see you after this year. You want to come to a Ram Jam?" Anyways, it's going to be a fun day where we've got all the other teams that we can play in a round robin tournament, and we'll have some interesting methods of conducting, short halves of soccer, and I had some more ideas. So anyways, this is the biggest one coming up. It's our home game, playing versus a Rupe Jesuit Tuesday. It'd be really great if we could fill up the stands for that day. And I've been reaching out to local businesses and getting some support and sponsorship. So I wanted to hand out this little donation page that we printed out. Luckily, there was a company that decided to be our printer, so all the printing needs we've got here. And I've got a ledger of what we earned so far at the car wash. Spent money on soap, brushes, buckets, air fresheners, which we didn't use. I was going to bring those and give all the parents an air freshener as a party gift because we didn't sell all of our air fresheners. But we did raise $267. We got 150 of private donations, and our running total is $259. The pupusas were $20, and we did get a company to donate a backpack. And this was the backpack we were looking at, $21.44. I think it comes with a little pocket for your phone and a place for the soccer ball. We could embroider their name, our name on the back name, and we could be gray or black. But we could vote on the backpack. I thought that would be great. The marble and granite guy, that's who wanted to donate those. So that's good. We've got another fundraiser, and I'm going to pass now, just to take a look at it. It's with coffee. Here, show that. So these coffee bags, right, are like $15 a bag for coffee, and it's about $5 more than regular coffee in the store. Pass that around. Smell. It's premium coffee, and the way this goes is that each player will take these forms around and see how many bags of coffee that their friends and family want to buy. The coffee shows up every month while we're playing our soccer games for 3 months. They sign up for a bag of coffee. It's going to come for the next 3 months while we're playing soccer. They're supporting us each month. Right? So if you want 2 bags of coffee, it's like $30. And you get to raise money for things like what Mauricio did. For things like club soccer. For things like a tracksuit. So, how much do we make? We make about $5 a bag. But if you multiply that times 5, times 3, because it's 3 months, we're going to get that then we're going to have the funds we need to afford the extra things we want to do. Again, I'm going to put it up publicly for everyone to see. How many sold, how many bags, and how much money we resulted in generating from that. Does that make sense? Is that fair for a fundraiser? Do we feel good about that strategy? If everybody commits to 5, I think we can reach our goal. 5 bags each. Each person's selling 5 bags each. All right, I got to get the printing down the right way, and I got to get the delivery and the transaction lined up. But that's a way for us to help us get more recognition, to help us get more momentum. And we can't really do it with low funds as a squad. I look at this just like a pro club team. They've got funds. They raise money too. And so along with the coffee is going to be stickers. I talked to a local designer, and he came up with this cool Ram soccer logo. Here's one that says Booster 2018. Here's one that says Player 2018. You'll get one of these after you made your commitment. And pass that around and take a look at that. Okay. Here's one of the things that I made as a gift for reaching your goal of 5. This one has 2, but it's a ball for hitting your sweet spot, right? And you can do this all day long. You can think about soccer, and you can do soccer all day long. For this one I messed up, but it's a double, and it's like boom, 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 boom. Oh, watch me, boom, boom, boom. Okay, so right, it's gonna work on your footwork. Okay. Last thing is my rules. I've got 4 rules. If you break one of these rules, you're suspended from my team. So here they are. And I have Les's full support on these. No drugs. If you're caught with drugs, you're off the team. You can be a team manager if you like, but you're off the team for the year. I still love you, but it's not a good example, and it's not tolerated. Serious athletes don't do drugs. No alcohol. If you're caught with alcohol, then you're suspended from the team. Serious athletes do not drink alcohol. No unexcused absences. If you don't show and you don't call, you're off the team. That's how the real world works. And you guys need to know this too, because if your son is sleeping in, and it takes 15 minutes for him to get to school, and he's still sleeping at 30 minutes till it's time for practice, it's likely he could be late, which is the next rule, no tardies. Now, if this rule was in a place today, everybody would be off the team. Nobody showed up on time to the pool workout. And Les is okay with that. So, if you want to be on this team, show up on time, no unexcused absences. The schedule is in the band app, which is next. And you can, this is it. You can comment in the band app that you're not going to be there, or you can text me directly, or call me. I'm a little late. Actually woke up late, and I'm going to be there as fast as I can. That's the honest truth. If you woke up late, call me before you're late. Don't call me after you're late and say I'm going to be late. It's an unexcused absence.
To practice or to school?
To practice.
We'll talk about school later.
Yeah, that's coming up next. It's not easy to be an athlete, but it is rewarding. The payoff is there for you if you choose it. Okay, so since I don't have a sign on the video that they understood the rules and they accepted the rules, by being in this room and deciding to go forward with this team, you're deciding to take that responsibility. Okay, so what's going on here? Band. Okay, having trouble with this not secure business here. Oh, so the school's like, don't mess around on your phone, Coach Anthony. You can't do this in class because you're supposed to be paying attention to the professor. Is that the deal? The governor here? All right, well, band app, it's not too tough. It's just a dashboard with all of our team stuff. We save our technique videos there. Our calendar is there. It's a resource, it's a private resource dashboard for everyone in this room. And it helps us stay organized. It helps me organize as a coach. And it's the tool I need. It's the tool I'm using. I'd show you how to use it on my phone, but my phone's recording this video. So the next thing that we're going to do on this video, the video's over, by the way. You can stop watching now. The rest of this video is for the team to select their jersey number. And when they select their jersey number, they're gonna voice their own personal goals to the rest of the team. They're gonna take full responsibility for the bag, the ball, the jersey, and if any of that doesn't come back in perfect condition, they're gonna be financially responsible for it, and it's gonna be on video. Got it?
Can I talk to him really
Yeah.
quick about it?
Yeah.
So, gentlemen, I'm not gonna stick around for that ceremony with the uniforms. I think that's really important for your group to do that. But I just want to explain one more time to the parents to hear about eligibility. So you guys know there won't be any more questions about it. We go Wednesday to Wednesday. So there should be no questions. Don't get yourself caught up in that.
Listen to Les.
Don't get yourself caught up in that. Oh, I'm at a C minus, or I'm running a D. I'm very close to a D, or less. I turned in that report on Thursday after the Wednesday 3:30 deadline.
Listen to your director.
Guys, seriously, because this is going to come up, and I already know. You're gonna come in my office and say, why can't I play? Don't get yourself caught up in those B's and F's. Stay in the C's and B's and you'll be fine, I guarantee you. But if you come to me at my office on a Thursday, after the grading has stopped on a Wednesday at 3:30, you're not playing next week. And I will forward those reports to coach and I will tell them who's eligible and who's not eligible. So please make sure you understand that. It goes Wednesday to Wednesday, not Friday to Friday. And it affects the next week, not the week that you're in.
What else affects of eligibility?
So also of eligibility would be the tardies and absenteeism. If you're not running an 85% on your attendance, then Manny's going to be coming up to me, Mr. Marquez, and we're going to be talking about eligibility as well as far as your sports. So one of the things you guys do when you start playing sports for high school, for me, you're one of mine. So when Dr. Miles or Ms. Doolin or somebody has you in the office, and I find out there's an athlete in there, you're one of mine, I ask them, I said, one of my kids. So I'm going in there, and guess who I'm going to call next? Coach. Oh, your mom and dad's will be called already. And I'm going to tell them exactly what happened. But please, guys, be serious. Be serious. And then I'm going to tell you, last year, not showing up for one game to go to the mountains to play a school cost me $400 and a CHASA suspension. So,
Lake County. I was here, Mr.
So just please remember, don't get caught up in doing that. You have to stay committed, be dedicated. Okay? These jerseys, they're Mr. Marquez developed these for us. I thought he did a great job. These are the, you're going over the rules committee, you're going Thursday or next Saturday. So they'll tell you, I'm not sure why, but soccer, girls soccer, they don't wear the white at home, they wear the dark at home. So they changed that rule this year, so you need to change it as well. So white is away and blue is home. So, anybody have any questions about eligibility? No, sir. Do we understand? So not going to see anybody with the bad grades?
No, sir.
It's all yours.
Thanks, Les.
I'm sorry, what? You're good, you're excused. Dr. Miles excused you since day one.
Hey!
And she's very proud of you, Marissa, too. So, no, you're excused.
I'm all right.
Excused. Did you show them the pictures?
So these are our home jerseys.
Maybe. Yeah, they might be. Or they might be.
Looks like we don't have a number one. Number one would be the goalkeeper.
Number one is the goalie. We gave the number one the goalie, I thought. Didn't we?
Michael Jordan jersey.
Oh, that's nasty.
Okay, so the number one player who had the best attendance and the best times was Alex.
Wasn't it her?
He missed the morning.
Why? Give me some I already know it.
It's gonna be hard. Eric can go. You can get set.
All right, Eric goes.
No, John Elway.
Cristiano.
Number 9.
There's tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, next is Axel.
11.
Next. Sorry.
I think it's a twin. Yes, or a twin.
Twins missed 5 days in a row. For 5 days?
You guys missed 5 days?
And Jorge, number 2, actually had the best because his was excused.
What's our new quarterback's name for Denver Broncos?
Ivan Gonzalez.
Casey Coon.
Casey
Who's-
number 8.
Okay, we'll start naming some soccer players that have these numbers.
Raúl Jiménez.
There you go.
19. Ivan, good effort.
Welcome back, Ivan.
Good effort yesterday.
14,
Now, that's it. You might want to check the color.
It's Trace's last year. Come on, man. Senior year. They're small.
Axel, anything will be you.
Just because I love you.
It's tight.
Appreciate that.
Grace,
Number 8. Is there 23? I'm really.
Axel,
Oh, no way.
Axel C.
You're at 10?
Is race time.
The mile.
Miles.
What are the small ones, coach? Wait, are the small ones over here?
Small ones are the low numbers.
Alright. You want 26? There is no one.
How about 14?
I just put down here. Ivan, what number is
17.
17, right?
Axel, what was it?
14.
Oh, that's
I won't finesse him when it's game day.
Alan.
Bro, get number 3. He's red.
And then Robert.
I'm above Axel.
Good 3, bro.
Are you sure what number are you getting?
89.
Alan, what number? Felipe?
You took my seat.
Number 8.
8.
No hesitation.
David?
They would have to get like number 2, bro.
Oh, he's just
Pick a number.
Allier.
6.
Solon versus
Great. Okay. Next is Al-
Sebastian.
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 Oh, it's Misael actually.
Bro, these jerseys are sexy. I'm not even gonna lie, bro.
The Mexican flag, bro.
Hey guys, the S on here is for
Yeah. Alright. Alfonso.
You said,
Can we color
hey, mister, you spelled that out. So, three.
You say 3.
There is no 12.
Juan. What you got? 3.
12 right here.
24 like Kobe.
They're like, no,
20.
that's like
18. 18.
I was gonna get.
Oh, you should get 18. Bro, I'd get 22.
Bro,
22 or 18. This, bro.
Yeah. I always thought.
Twenty.
Alright, because I'm going to score this much.
Bro, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And Pablo. 17.
Oh, bro.
You got one?
Wait, what number did you get?
Well, it's up on the board.
Papito. 22.
I want to see the.
Okay, hold your hands up and repeat after me.
Put your hands in the air.
Hold your hands up and repeat after me.
Put your left hand up there.
I will take care of the school's equipment.
I will take care of the school's equipment.
Alfonso, put your hand up. If I destroy school equipment, I will pay for it. I'm returning my jerseys, my ball, and my backpack in good condition.
I'm returning my jerseys, my ball, my backpack in good condition.
Good. Okay.
And just a reminder, $400.
400.
Thanks for watching. This is our team meeting. Over and out.